Okay, this is Medina updating you for the Medina Speaks segment of Project Peppermint Tea House restoration, which I attempted to put. I'm gonna update you in two areas. Number one, the total uh, upside down cake of an attempt putting up this tent, which I ordered off of Amazon.com. The tent pretty much is right here in its best light. Only part here that I got from Amazon is the roof part. Over here on this area is where I began the total restoration project. I began by saying that this back wall here, that I wanted it to have video number one, you'll see. And you'll see that I began the video by putting a plan together to get rid of this rocky bedrock sediment along the edges, which has drained down into the parking lot and has caused a growth, an overgrowth of the adjacent lots, hairiness, goriness, whatever. So here is what the update of that is. Um, from this corner, two things began to happen. It's where I put the began to put the tent together, as well as 4 weeks or 3 weeks later, the beginning of getting this back wall to regain the parking lot. I've also had to go to the courthouse in town, which was very uplifting because a guy that does a very small amount of yard work, which is just pecking at he keeps the grass around the perimeter of the property low. You can see in the front, he'll keep that low, but that's the extent of what he does when he comes here. He is totally not into restoring the property, anything along those lines, and he does the yard work even going in toward that property, but he wanted to tango a little bit, so I had to go and make sure he was really representing the owner. And I've since made contact myself with the owner through email, and waiting to hear back from him will be exciting because I put my URI college email address in there. So hopefully that'll stir his juices and realizing that I'm not just an ordinary, person trying to restore his property, that I'm actually backed by professors and teachers and, the academic community. I'm not some bonehead. I know what I'm doing, and I also have my work experience to volunteer my services to the project. What in the hell is wrong with these people? Look at this. She could hear every word I'm saying, so I guess she decided to get. And you know what really gets to me is that they call the cops and pretend to be the owners because that's how bad the Joel Goldsmith followers. Look at them. Extremely creepy. To be in this corner like that and for them to know what I'm doing is very scary, but I shall not be moved. But I'm almost sure that because they're trying, it's an apartment desperation. They desperate for my apartment because it's connected to my small business. Ain't gonna happen. But from this corner, I discovered that is one hell of a nasty place. And not for nothing, it's the same area where that lawn guy likes to play around like he's doing a whole lot of necessary work. I think they're dropping off bugs in the perimeter to make it appear to be a gross place. Ticks. How they could collect something so nasty just to plant them in, because when the tent blew up into there, when I brought it down, I saw a tick on it. So it's like, okay, the only place where ticks are showing up is where they claim to be doing yard work. You know what I mean? Like in the front, Buttercup was playing in the front, and he comes back and he has like three of them on him, and so I got each one of them off, stuck them to some um, duct tape, and then crushed. Like it's like the hardest thing to do to crush them. They look like some sort of bug that is domestic, but because I mean I don't know one bug from the next, but it's sad when people look for ways to sabotage what you're doing because they can't either infiltrate it or control it in some kind of way. But onward, the progress is more embellishing than the problems. So from this side here, um, hopefully we just caught the enemy on video. But that is my collection of the taking down of, if you can see along the bottom area, there's a cut off of the tree trunk there, and up there where I'm going to finish off, and then there's, after that, one tree trunk there and a little bit of leaves on top.